We're on Silver Lake. We've got herbivores, aquatic animals, and then Africa. I think this is a clear keep here. What do we got now? This one's usually better. I'll keep that one. All right, so I'm going to keep this. On this board, this is pretty good because anytime I put down any sort of sponsor that's got a piece that goes down, I have a lot more spots that I can actually lay it on to get money, which would trigger the bonus. So that one's certainly good. I think I'm going to go with this one. I do very much like this. This gives you good flexibility, being able to build, not being restricted to the one per basic standard enclosure. Once it's upgraded, it's very good. However, if I'm looking here, I've got two really good ones and another good one, and this is good too. I mean, we're looking at a lot of good at 5 and 8 on the racetrack essentially. So I want to make sure that I can get to these at least second. This one at least second. Both of those are good. And if I'm behind, that's going to be a problem. So I need to make sure that I can put down whatever I need to get one of these projects. All right, so these are not the greatest of cards. This one is very good. It does dip into both the Africa and the herbivores. The rest of it, I don't know. This is an aquatic, and I do have the bonus or ignore one prerequisites that I could play this, but it's $32. So that's not great. Again, a Shark Attack 2 could be amazing if I can get, a couple that I can get 4 each from or something like that. But it's difficult to do, certainly early on. So I'm likely not going to be able to use this aquatic towards this for an early gain. This one as well, it's great for late game. Because he's basically worthless until some Australia tags come out. Also, it's only a 3-player game, and Australia isn't one of the benchmarks, so that might be problematic. My 2 cards here are small animals and conservation zoo. Normally, I would say the conservation zoo is the one I would want to do because I'm always doing those anyway. But I took this as a flyer for small animals if I'm going to have to shift gears and do that instead. I don't know. I did take the Shark Attack 2 over this Tiger. Both of them are going to have to be a later game play anyway. And again, I took this one with the express interest of getting the sea animals. I don't know. But this is what I'm going to keep, and for good real. Like I said, I have one good card, so that's certainly better than some of the draws that I've had before. And I can't complain anytime I get a conservation zoo. This is a very good project. I very rarely don't get 4 or more. So as I say that, I can recall one recently that I only got 3. But generally speaking, I should have 4 or 5 by the end. So that's at least good too. So we'll see how it goes. We've got cards at the top, but we go last. So this person here could snap something ahead of us. So blue's got the edge on that. We do have association at 4, so I can maybe grab a building that's going to help me, an herbivore or an aquatic. So I have options. It seems the most likely that I'll be able to do herbivores, but I don't know. So the first player did a build and didn't snap this card. So it leads me to believe he probably doesn't have an Africa with him. He obviously has some sort of plan. but I am going to snap that. Now I have a method to get 2 Africa tags quickly, and likely I'll be able to, unless somebody rushes the break, likely I'll be able to do it before the break. All right, I'm going to build an enclosure for the giraffe. I just need a 3. Putting it there so I get $4 back on the 6. There we go. All right. So let's play the giraffe, I think. Now this allows me to move up sponsors. I mean, I certainly could have played this, then the giraffe, moved up the sponsor, and then done this, and then done the association. That's something I could have done. But I do want to, play this earlier, essentially. 1 extra turn of the association may be helpful. And I'm in no rush to put this out. I don't have anything to play right now anyway, so I'm just going to pass on this. And I'll play this guy next turn. All right, I'm going to play the sponsor. And I think I want to move down cards. I don't have any real play for a card at this point. I've got my 2 yellows. I've got something I can play here. Oh, I'm going to need a card, I guess. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave that alone. Pass on that. And I'll leave the cards, and I'll probably end up snapping something. Or just going fish, because again, this isn't great. And yeah, I'll pass. All right. We're going to do this guy. Let's see. Let's do a project. It's pretty early in the game. I do need to get the extra meeple regardless. All right, we're certainly going to upgrade a card. Usually a very good call on this is to upgrade the build. You can build around on all these 2s to get some income going early. That's probably what I'm going to have to do, even though I want to upgrade association to get some easy donations and get to these goodies. I don't have a quick path to either of these other 2. So that's the problem. Yeah, but I can get this here. All right, I'm just going to upgrade the association because I have a chance to grab the herbivore if I get this herbivore guy here, but I'll only get 2, and if I'm not upgraded, I won't be able to get the 3rd. So I'm going to do it this way and make sure I get one of these guys here. All right, I'm just going to do a little build. I'm just going to put a kiosk here, move that down. I just need to get this up enough to be able to use it. All right, I don't want to drop the cards just yet. I do want to grab some, but I don't think I'm gonna have the money to put out 2 animals at once. So I'm just gonna drop my animals. Not ready to put one out now anyway, so not an issue, I hope. All right, so this has got an herbivore. I'm not going to snap it. I may try to get it, with this as it gets closer. I think I'm gonna try to grab the herbivore building and probably have to get 4 because it looks like the blue player is set up to do it at 2. So I'm just gonna drop this for now. Oh, he could end it next turn, couldn't he? Huh. Yeah, I mean, I can certainly drop this, or hell, even this. I don't know. Yeah, it seems pretty likely that the blue player will break. So I'm gonna use an X token, and I'm gonna get the card. If I lose the card, that's fine. Hopefully we get a nice, easy herbivore to play. Uh-oh. It is not. 3 isn't bad. Okay. Certainly doing a donate. Alrighty. Well, I think I may just abandon the shark. And I'm gonna grab this guy. He's expensive, but technically I can afford him. I'm getting $14, which means I have 19, and as long as I build it on at least 1-2, I'll be able. Well, I can build it on 2-2 on 0-2s because I have 19 minus 4 is 15. I can play him, so I can get a 4th herbivore. Now it looks like I may be in competition with the blue player, and I need to do to get 2 rep first, but if I build a 2 here and maybe a 2 here, I've got them. So I don't necessarily have to get rep from the buildings. So yeah, there it is. So I need to make sure that this can go by rock though. But all right, anyway, I'm gonna just snap it, and if I have to discard a couple cards, I have to discard a couple cards. It's all right. All right, well. All right, as expected, we had a break. I'm going to drop this one and this one. Like I said, generally I like this bird a lot, but New Australia, I need a tag for it. Seems like this isn't going to help me this game. I'm going to use this to make this guy a little cheaper. So that is the plan. I don't know whose turn it is, so I'm just sticking around for a minute. It is my turn. All right, so let's just play this guy here. What is my bonus? Get money. It's not going to help me here, but that's okay. It'll help me when I do this one eventually. All right. All right. I don't need to have this touch the rock, but just in case, I want it to touch the rock. So there we go. Well, so this is going to cost me 4. Yeah, I'll put me down. What do we have here? 15. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to donate if I do it this way, but I really want it to touch rock. All right, well, it is what it is. All right, so I need the building. Gives me rep. Now I can play the sponsor. Upgrade. Probably have to do the build, which won't help me right now. You know what? Let's undo that. Let's upgrade the animal, which is going to get me closer to the next one anyway. And again, I cannot donate and then do anything else. I could just do sponsor. No, I want to do a sponsor for this. What am I doing? All right, so I got to pass on that. There we go. All right, let's play the animal. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want. I mean, I know I'm up to 4 already, but that's a daunting task. I might be able to get to the 12. Well, I guess I can dump the small animals. That's fine. Yeah, I don't have to make the decision now. All right, hit with some venom. I'm just going to grab some money I can use for future purchases. All right. I'm just going to grab some cards. I think that's the one that has to go. All right, so I'm going to build the meerkat den. I'll make sure that it touches something that's got. Let's see. I might as well do it this way. The manners. Let's see. I think this might be. Let's leave a little more open. I don't know. But this allows me to clever. It's going to get me the extra money and trigger the ability, which gets me three more dollars. Now let's move the build down. That way I can do the association next turn. I don't really. I've got some money, but I'm okay for now with the build. All right, I've been pilfered. It is it a pilfering 2? What did he play? It is, but he's got to take the other one from the blue player. I'm just going to give him a card. I don't care. I don't need those cards. Okay. And now I get an action. I'm going to do Herbivore. And get more money. I'm going to do this. Let's see. This isn't me. That's me. Okay. I'm going to do this first. I can do this. I'll do this, which will allow me to upgrade a card. I'm going to upgrade build. And so for the rest of this, I should be able to put these wherever I want. Let's drop it up here. And we'll donate. And let's get a partner zoo. I guess we'll just get orange. None of these matter. Do I need anything for anything up there? It's blue if I want to do this. Yeah, why don't I do that? Maybe I can snap him or something like that. Let's grab him. At least be prepared. All right, I'm just going to grab a couple cards. See what happens. Well, I mean, this might pay off, but what do we got for small animals? Just one. Yeah, can't play him. All right. All right, I'm going to put out this expert. It's not a real efficient play. I'm going to put it up here. Looking to try to score this 5 different kiosks. So I don't want to, like if I put it here, here it destroys the spot. I could put it here, but maybe I want to build something big here, like the rhino. So I don't know. Put it up there for now. It's only getting one. It will eventually get a second one, but that's what I'm doing for now. All right, let's build our enclosure for the rhino. We'll put it right there. And this is now in range, so very good. So we have just enough to, well, a couple extra dollars than what we needed to build him. All right, so let's build our rhino. Okay, so good points for him, and then we get to take. I'm going to take the habitat diversity. I've already had 3 of those, so that seems like it'll work. Also, yeah, that'll work. I don't have a lot of different animals. Only got 2 right now, so let's confirm this one. And nothing I can do for this, so I'm going to pass. Alright, expert on Africa. Clearly, let's see what do I want for this. I've got 2 meeples. Have anything I can do. So I can probably just do a 3 and a 2. Get this. Probably upgrade this. Alright, anything I want moved down? I think I'm going to keep it for a snap or something like that. That for money, I think I'm good. I don't want to use the expert. That's fine. Alright, so we can run this. We've got 2 meeples. Let's take. We're missing orange and green, so let's take orange. Again, that's towards this. I'm going to take 2 reps. I'm going to upgrade cards. Maybe I get some goodies up there. I don't know. Is it one of my things is even this, so let's see how this goes. Alright, let's see if I can grab some cards. I'll eyeball this one because it'll be a nice easy one for extra money because of my ability there. No, that's no good. Maybe for later. Certainly gives me 2 of these. That's helpful. Let's just draw. Okay, I can at least use that thing, and I'm going to take this one. And let's just get rid of the bird, which we don't need. There we go. Alright, I'm going to do the sponsors. Get some money to play this and get the bonus money. There we go. Alright, so we have to discard 2 cards. I've already set up for this, and it's very cheap. 4 points for $4, and I get 2 cards. I'm keeping this. This is 2 tags towards the aquatic, which is one of the projects. I mean, it's a guaranteed project, unless, of course, the blue player jumps on the 2 instead. Seems unlikely since he's already got 3. Now, I already have 2 of these, so I could keep this and play it. And I have 2 animals that I could release, but I want to kind of keep the income, so I think I'm dumping these 2, even though I do have this as an option. So, but I think the animals are too good, and I'm certainly not getting rid of this. Is it my turn? It is not. Okay. Alright, so I need the green tag to get all of the habitat diversity, so I'm going to take it now. And I have plenty of money to donate, so I'm doing that. Alright, let's do a build. I need a 2 enclosure for the bird. And one of these guys over here. I
think I need to have 5 of these, so let's put one here. How much money do I have? 32. I need 25. I can put this here. All right, let's do some animals here. I'll put out the guy who's going to need me cards first. Oh, let's see. Free for 3. Yeah, I'll take him. That's fine. Do I have the orange? I don't. So let's take you, I guess. Let's see what we got. Oh, well, that's nice. Certainly keeping this thing. I have a spot. I do have a spot for the eagle, so I don't have anything for pack, so we'll keep these guys. Now, there's no point in playing this guy first. Might as well play this one. I have something for later. I don't need to cut down anything, so I'll ignore that. All right, what are we discarding? Let's see, 44 points. I've got certainly the one coming, but that's about it. I may have to keep Favorite Zoo. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm already short on this one. I do have the habitat diversity that I'll be doing when this gets back up top, but that just puts me to 3, and this is already there. Yeah, I guess I'll do this. All right, we're back from the discard. We're just going to take our points. We're not going to do this. Move action to 1. Did not consider this. What am I doing with the association is the question. Well, I need to get... No, I got the green. Well, then I am going to do that, and I'm just going to move cards down or money. What do I want? I probably want to keep the money. I don't see any cards I really need. Let's move cards down. I've gained money, so somebody must put out a bird. I am going to do this. I'm going to do the diversity. We'll do it at the top. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop it here. This puts me in a spot where I can build an aviary for the eagle. And I won't have enough donate. So let's do that. And then I'll lose my venom fee, and that'll be that. All right, so I can run the animals and drop the 2 down. Then if there's no break, I won't be able to build. But if I build now and there's no break, I won't be able to do 2 animals. However,
this guy will still be at the top and will get me the extra rep bump, which I need. So I think I'm just going to build now. Here we go. Touches rock and water. I need rock for this one. And that is all. I don't have any that can go in there, it looks like. All right. All right, so it's only 3 away from the break. I'm just going to do this. I'll lose 2, but I'm going to get 6, so it's net 4. All right. All right, so I get to build a 2 enclosure. I can grab a card. I would need a 3 enclosure for this. I do have a spot I can put it. Obviously, it wouldn't be here because I would need to grab it. It is a bird, so it would be a net 3 less. No place to put him. I don't have the orange partnership. I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to grab this thing here. I've got 3. That'd be a 4th, so 5 net points. I think I'll just do that. Well, this one's interesting as well. It gets me some money, but I have to go around and get one of these. I don't know what I'm going to need. Yeah, I'll just take this one. Alright, obviously it won't be my turn, so. Alright, so I got 68 points, a bunch of money. I'm going to end this now. Alright. I need to play this guy to go again. And I need to play this guy to have a 4th aquatic tag. And now I'm going to use an X token to do my association for the aquatic. And go again. Let's see, I need 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $12 so I can donate. And I need to spend 1 X token for that. Okay, and then I can play the badger. All right. 42 points. I guess that'll work. I don't need to put this anywhere else, so I will pass. Ooh. All right, this is the game that just ended, where I took effectively 3 turns with 2 determinations. Let's see, how many turns? 31. Okay. Pretty quick. All right, so I remember these guys being in the 40s or 50s at the end. I got 42. I didn't get much in the way of, I don't think I got anything here. What did I get? Just 2 here. I was one shy of this. So I would have gotten, if I had kept the other bonus, I would have gotten 2 and gotten 3 more points. But again, it doesn't really matter with how quickly I ended the game. All right.